Yeah. Okay, great. Good. Okay. I think we've finally got it here, Galen. All right. So, you ready to get started? Okay, good. All right, so the first thing I have for you is just this puzzle. So I'm going to give you a few pieces to get started. And all I need you to do is put the shapes on the puzzle to follow the design. And I do have just a few more pieces over here. So let me know if you need them. A few more. How about a few of those?
I need those two.
The last ones? Yeah, there you go. And you're done. Well, that was easy. What do you think that looks like?
An arrow?
Yeah, it just sort of looked like an arrow. Or maybe a ship, like a rocket ship or something.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. That went by pretty quickly. If you could just put that back in the bag for me there. So how was your trip in today?
Great.
It was okay?
More than okay.
Yeah? How did it go?
Fine.
Yeah?
Just fine.
So you got into the city pretty early today, right?
Yes.
And what'd you do before you showed up here?
Oh, I went to the English Galleria.
Oh, fun. Did you do anything in particular there, or did you just browse around?
Just browsed around.
Just browsed. Sounds fun. A nice relaxing morning. Good. All right, so the next thing I want to do is to go through this book. So this book is called Tuesday. And I'll get us started here. So it starts Tuesday evening around 8. And there's a turtle. He's sitting on a log. He looks up into the sky. And he sees frogs flying on lily pads. So, can you tell the story?
Later, the frogs see birds on power lines. And then later, the frogs on lily pads fly over the houses. At 11:21 p.m., the frogs see a man eating a sandwich and drinking milk. And then later on that evening, the frogs get tired, so they try to cozy up in those blankets and go to bed. And later on, the blankets turn into parachutes, and then they fly into the house over the fireplace. And later they fly by an old lady watching TV. At 4:38 a.m., one of the frogs is afraid of a dog. So he tries to get away from the dog. And then more frogs join them. And then the frogs climb a tree.
Here, let me take a turn. So they fall back down to the ground, and they hop back into the ponds, sit back on their lily pads. And the next morning, there are people just all over the streets, and there are lily pads everywhere. Next Tuesday, at 7:58 p.m., there's some sort of a shadow on the front of the barn. And now the pigs are flying. Have you seen that book before?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good book. Do you like to read?
Occasionally.
Occasionally? What kind of books do you like to read?
Oh, nonfiction books.
Okay. Like what?
Like about how to relate to others.
Have you read anything good recently?
Oh, not really.
No. I just finished a really good book. It was actually a nonfiction book.
Cool.
Yeah. It was about a horse called Seabiscuit.
Nice.
Yeah, have you ever heard of that horse?
Nope.
He was a racehorse many years ago. It's a great story.
Cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is a picture. So can you just describe that picture for me? What do you see in there?
I see mountains
Mm-hmm.
and the person skiing on them.
Mm.
I see the lighthouse, which I've been to in Maine.
Oh, have you been up to Maine before?
Yes.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, like there was a lighthouse near York.
Okay.
Then I see the Statue of Liberty
Mm-hmm.
and the U.S. Capitol building.
Mhm.
And I see the spaceship, which reminds me of the Kennedy Space Center.
Mm. Have you been down to the Kennedy Space Center?
No.
No.
I see Space Needle.
Looks like maybe this is Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. I've been to Las Vegas.
Have you?
And then Space Needle reminds me of a milestone that I made in Seattle.
Oh yeah? What was that?
And that's kind of personal.
Oh, okay. But you've been to Las Vegas as well, you said?
Yep.
And what was that like? What did you do there?
Oh, I did the like Cirque du Soleil.
That must have been amazing. Anything else there in Las Vegas? that was fun?
And the New York roller coaster.
Mhm. It sounds like it must have been a fun trip.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken any other fun trips to any of these places?
Disney World.
Oh yeah. And did you go by yourself or was that with family?
My dad once and by myself twice.
Mm-hmm. And how are those trips?
Great.
Yeah.
Especially the two by myself.
Mm-hmm. And what did you do down there by yourself?
Every single theme park
Wow.
in Orlando and Disney World.
Wow. That must have been a lot of rides.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get a little scared on roller coasters.
Not me.
No. Yeah, I used to like amusement parks a lot, but not so much lately.
Right.
I'm actually taking a trip in just a few weeks.
Where?
I'm going to Georgia and Tennessee.
Where in Georgia? Tennessee? Atlanta?
We're going to go to Savannah, and then we're going to go through Atlanta, and then we're going to go to Chattanooga and Nashville in Tennessee.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about Memphis?
We're not going to go to Memphis. No. Have you been to Memphis?
I've been to the airport.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a fun city, but we're not going to see it this trip.
Right.
Maybe next time. All right, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this away. So, Galen, do you have a job right now?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of job is it?
Computer-aided drafting.
Wow. And how did you find that job?
Oh, I applied to lots of engineering firms and wrote cover letters, and then they said, "I see your cover letter, so how about you come into an interview?"
Mm-hmm. And so you went in.
Yeah.
Great. And had you had other jobs before?
Yes.
Okay.
Whitney Brothers.
Whitney Brothers? Is that what you said?
WHITNEY Brothers.
Okay. And what kind of a job was that?
Oh, like updating computer-aided drafting drawings.
Okay. So the same field.
Yep.
Okay. And are you happy where you are, or would you like to move on to something else eventually?
Well, that's a tricky question to answer because I've been thinking about moving because of public transportation issues, but another concern of mine is that I don't want to gamble in terms of not finding a job as good as my current job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like a tough decision to make.
Mm-hmm.
So what would it be in terms of a new job? What kind of new job would you want?
Like computer data drafting
Okay.
or data entry.
Hmm. And what about your coworkers?
Oh, why about them?
Well, do they seem to be happy where they are, or do they seem to be ready to move on?
Oh, like I figure that's not a appropriate question to ask them.
Mhm.
So I don't know about them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so you're done with school now, it sounds
Yes.
like. Okay.
Now I also have 6 yard work jobs and possibly 3 more coming.
Wow. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, like mowing and leaf raking and wood stacking and hauling.
Okay.
And since I only work 15 hours a week at WB engineering,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured that the yard work jobs would like complement that my job.
Mm-hmm. So you have some other things to do when you're not at work.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever had any problems getting along with people at work or when you were in school?
Yes.
Okay. And why was that?
Oh, like I had a problem with one of my coworkers at work. When she was fed up with me telling her I like her shirt all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then she said, "Leave me alone." And I'm like, "Forever?" And she's like, "Yeah, forever." And then I said something very, very extreme that I should not have said
Mhm.
when she said forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how about at home? Have you had problems getting along with people that you live or with your family?
Yes,
Mhm.
not so much now, but maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. Oh, like I would often tell my parents that I'm the one in authority.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you ever get in trouble at all?
And at my job for using that extreme statement with my coworker, I almost got fired.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then they shifted my hours so that coworker wasn't there.
Okay.
But they initially said that I had to have a job coach.
Okay. Are there things that other people do that sort of irritates you or annoys you?
Yes.
What are they?
Oh, like I'm trying to think.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
Like my parents tell me that like, for example, one person I help with the yard pays me $20 an hour, and then they say that's too much, and they kind of imply that I can't accept that offer because they think that's too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's really my call to accept that offer and say, why, thank you, that's very generous.
Okay. And what about things that you do that might annoy other people?
Like my sister, I say, hi, Lauren, like put an H in her name,
Mm-hmm.
or I kind of whisper things, and then she asks me why I'm whispering, and I say I have laryngitis, and I actually don't.
Oh, okay. So you're sort of teasing her a little bit?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever been teased or bullied?
Yes.
Okay. And why do you think?
In middle school, like when someone did like this,
Mm-hmm.
like clicked and things like that, and that really irritated me. And then my aide and my parents taught me to quote unquote steal their power.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever tried to change those things?
You mean the way that I annoy other people, or what?
Well, have you ever done anything so that others wouldn't tease you?
Oh, maybe ignored.
Okay. And how has that worked?
Actually, they don't tease me anymore right now, but it was in middle school and high school
Mm-hmm.
that I had that problem.
Mm-hmm. And back then, did you do anything so that others wouldn't tease you?
Like ignored.
Mm-hmm.
But then in college, people would throw things at me or knock on my door and then leave. And then when say for example, when I say Rihanna, is that how you pronounce your name?
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look at me, then I wouldn't say anything.
Mm.
They did that to me.
Oh, that must have been frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are there other people that you know who get teased or bullied?
No,
No.
I don't ask people those questions because I don't like to ask personal questions like that.
Okay. Okay. So what do you like doing that makes you feel happy or cheerful?
Traveling.
Traveling. And how do you feel when you're happy?
Like I can jump up and down like miles high.
What about things you're afraid of?
Dogs.
And other things that make you feel frightened or anxious?
Oh, like say for example, I tell my parents something, they say you already made your point. And like it's not that itself. It's when they say that, it makes me worry that if I make that same point at our agreed discussion time, they'll say, "Remember, I told you yesterday that you had already made that point."
Okay. So you feel sort of worried about that?
Yep.
Okay.
Or if they say you said it 5 times,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me worry that if I say the exact same thing at our agreed discussion time, they'll say that's the 6th time you said it.
Okay. And when you are frightened or anxious, how does that feel?
My insides are shaking.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Oh, what people have taught me to do is like drink a warm tea or go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Or wash my hands.
Okay. What about feeling angry?
Oh, angry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm trying to think of something.
Okay.
Like when my parents seem to tell me that some discussion is closed.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't told me that, but they have like hinted that.
Okay. And you feel like it wasn't clear?
Well, they tell me that I can always bring it up at our agreed time,
Uh-huh.
but they say something or that makes me that kind of gives me that impression that the discussion's closed.
Okay. Okay, I see. What other kinds of things make you feel angry?
Having to wait a ridiculous amount of time. Like, for example, say fast food restaurants take just as long as sit-down restaurants.
Mm. And how do you feel inside when you're angry?
Oh, same sort of thing, my insides are shaking.
Mm-hmm. Now, most people have times when they feel sad. So what kinds of things make you feel that way?
Oh, when somebody dies,
Mm-hmm.
or when the only two options are to travel with my parents or just not travel,
Yeah.
and like only doing one overnight by myself every 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and having to sit around Keene doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Keene, Keene, New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how do you feel when you're sad?
Oh, like I want to sleep for days and days straight
Mm-hmm.
until something good happens again,
Yeah.
or until I hear good news.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how about feeling relaxed or content?
Oh, when it's like 60 degrees and like 8 o'clock at night, and not in the winter time, that's too warm for me, but this time of year,
Mm-hmm.
when it's 60 degrees at 8 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
then I feel like I could float in the air.
Yeah, I bet. Sounds nice. Any other things that make you feel that way?
Having a warm tea.
Mm-hmm. That does
So soaking in a hot tub.
Mm-hmm. Those do sound very relaxing. All right, so I want to do something a little bit different now, okay? So I want to play a pretend game, all right? So let me show you some things. Pretend that this is your sink right here, okay? Here's your hot water and your cold water. Here's your toothbrush. This is your toothpaste. And here's a cup, okay? So I want you to teach me how to brush my teeth. So show and tell me. Pretend you just came into the bathroom.
So you turn the cold water on,
Mm-hmm.
and then you like, that's the toothbrush, and you wet the toothbrush,
Mm-hmm.
and then you turn the water off to conserve water,
Okay.
and then you squeeze the toothpaste on that, and then you brush all around the insides, and don't forget any teeth.
Okay.
After you're finished, you turn the water on again and fill the cup with water, and then turn it off, and then put water in, and then be careful not to swallow it,
Mm.
and then spit it out into the sink, and then turn the water on again to make sure it's all clear and gone, and then turn it off.
All right. That was perfect. Thank you, Galen. All right. Let's try something new here. All right, so I have some short cartoons to show you. All right. So this is actually my favorite one. So let's start with this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you these pictures, and I'm going to have you look through them. They tell a simple story. And then I'm going to have you stand up and tell the story back to me. Okay? So this one is about a man fishing with a cap. So take a look through the cartoons and see what the story is.
So I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. So you're gonna tell a story to me, and I need to repeat it back to whenever I can.
All you need to do is look through those cards. Do you understand the story?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah? Do you want to go through them again? Yeah?
I'm fine.
Got it? All right, so just stand up right over here and tell me the story back.
Actually, I don't even without them or
Without them, yeah. It's okay if it's not perfect.
There's a man fishing, and then a cat tries to eat the fish that the man caught,
Mm-hmm.
and then there are two birds that try to fly away.
Is that the end?
The end.
Great. That was wonderful.
Yep.
Let's do another one. This one's about two monkeys.
Yep. Same thing?
Yep, same thing. I'll walk through these pictures with you. So there's a monkey. He's at the top of a tree, and he's picking coconuts. Throws the monkey down. Throws the coconut down, and there's a second monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Second monkey takes the coconut. First monkey looks down. Coconut's gone. So he throws down another coconut, and it hits the second monkey on the head.
Yep.
All right? Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Stand up and tell me that story.
So there's a monkey picking a coconut, and then a second monkey realizes the coconut's gone, and then the first monkey picks another coconut for a second monkey and hits him on the head by mistake. But then he tries to help the other monkey feel better by picking out a coconut to relieve his worry that he won't get any coconuts.
The end? Great job, Galen. Thank you. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and just catch up on some notes. So I've got a few things for you to look at. Now we've got Pinner. Seen that before? Yeah, those are neat, aren't they? FM radio. We've got some arcade games, puzzle.
Cool.
And I've got New Yorker magazine. I've got today's Metro, which you may have seen already on the train. And if you want to do some drawing or writing, I've got some markers. Oh. Some spare. Alright, so I just need a few minutes, Galen, and then I will be right back with you, alright?
Okay. And do you mind if I make a phone call in the meantime?
Let's wait until the end.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you for asking.
Okay. $500, $700, $1,000, $1,400, 1,800 points I got.
Wow. That was a successful first round, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Just one more minute. Okay, I am caught up. Mm-hmm. So did you have a good weekend this past weekend?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you do anything special?
Oh, I mowed 2 people's lawns on Saturday.
That was nice.
Want me to just put those away?
That would be great. Thanks, Caitlin.
You're welcome.
How was the weather? Was it nice?
Nice, yes.
Yeah. So that was on Saturday you did that?
Yes.
Yeah. And did that take sort of most of the day to do that?
Yes.
Or? And how about Sunday?
Nothing.
Just relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds nice. I had a good weekend too.
Yep.
I actually took a trip this weekend.
Where?
I went down to Georgia.
Cool. Where?
Mm-hmm. I was in Atlanta.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Atlanta?
You know, I don't know it that well. I'd been down there once before in the downtown area, but this time I went someplace different. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Emory campus. Have you been to Emory before?
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty. Lots of trees, open space.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really nice, although it was hot. It was like 90 degrees.
That's not good. I wouldn't like it.
No, I didn't like it very much either. It was like summer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just have a few more sections of questions, and then we'll be just about done, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, Kaylin, how about money? Do you take care of your own money?
Yes.
Okay. And where does that come from? Where's your money come from?
Oh, my job,
Mhm.
my tax refund, and my yard jobs,
Mhm.
and then birthday presents, Christmas presents.
Mhm. And who pays your bills?
Some, mostly me, but sometimes my parents.
Okay.
Like the phone bill I pay for, the rent I pay for.
Okay. Okay.
And then if, say, and then I have 2 separate accounts, my everyday account and my trip account.
Oh, okay.
And then, so, say, for example, I get an unexpected bill, like $200, it comes on my just-in-case account so that I don't get worried that it would affect what I'm going to do in San Diego in July.
Right. Right. That sounds like a good strategy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever saved your money to buy something or do something special?
Yes.
Yeah.
Disney World.
Wow. So you saved up for that trip?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you've saved up for?
Not that I can think of.
No. You mentioned going to San Diego. Have you been saving up for that?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're saving up for trips, it sounds like,
Mhm.
is your favorite. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, where are you living now?
Keene, New Hampshire,
Mhm.
in my own apartment.
Great. And how did you find the place where you live now?
Oh, there's Keene Housing Authority
Okay.
who helps me, helps subsidize my rent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who do you live with?
On my own.
Wow. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Oh, I like living on my own, and it's right in the middle of everything. I can bike pretty much anywhere.
Wow. So you don't need a car?
Actually, I don't drive.
Okay. Well, that's nice that you live someplace where you can easily get around still.
Uh-huh.
And you said you like living on your own?
Yes.
Now, what do you like to do in your spare time at home?
Oh, play the Nintendo Wii.
Anything else?
Play piano.
Oh, wow. So you're musical.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like to play on the piano?
Oh, classical stuff.
You have a piano in the house?
Yes.
It's nice. What about going out?
Traveling.
Just leaving the house and doing things in your leisure time.
I like to eat out. I eat practically all of my meals out
Okay.
because like I don't feel safe cooking on a stove all by myself. I like to have somebody watch me.
Okay. Anything else? Going out, leaving the house that you do for leisure or recreation?
Not only that, other than travel.
Yeah, right, all your traveling. So what's your next trip that you have planned?
San Diego.
Oh, that's right. So that's coming up in the next few months? Or?
Yes, no, actually June 29th to July 10th.
Oh, so it's just a couple months away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you have planned?
Oh, all the theme parks in Los Angeles.
Okay. So you're a big theme park fan, it sounds
Yeah.
like. Yeah, that's exciting. And you're traveling on your own or with family? Or?
No, mostly on my own, but I'm going to meet my family in San Diego.
Okay. That'll be great. That's a long flight, though, huh? All the
Yeah.
way across the country? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on some pretty long flights, too.
Overseas?
Yeah. Yep.
Where?
I think the longest flight I ever took was to South Africa.
And did you go to London?
I have been to London.
How many times?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Cool.
Have you been to London?
Once.
Did you like it?
Yep.
Tell me about your trip there.
Oh, I did an arcade on 6 floors.
You did an arcade on 6 floors.
Like Piccadilly Circus.
Wow. That must have just been really busy.
Yep.
Yeah. So any other fun summer plans coming up?
Oh, not that I can think of.
No.
There's maybe local theme parks like Six Flags, Canopy,
Mm-hmm.
Water Country.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to try to spend some time with my family this summer.
Cool.
All right. So do you have some friends, Galen?
Yes.
Can you tell me about them?
Oh, like they're mostly mentors who help me through problems I have, like with my parents and stuff.
And are these people your same age or older or younger than you?
Definitely not like some are younger, some are older, some are my same age.
Okay. What do you mean by younger or older?
Oh, like Kinsey College mentor is younger than me.
Okay. And what are their names?
Stella,
Mm-hmm.
Stella.
Okay.
Gabby, Gabi.
Mm-hmm.
Pilar, Pilar.
Mm-hmm. And what do you like doing together?
Playing board games.
And how did you get to know these friends?
Oh, I think somebody else introduced me to them.
So how often do you get together with Stella and Gabby and Pilar?
Like Pilar, like every week or two. With Stella, like 12 hours a week. With Gabby, twice a week.
So you see them pretty regularly.
Yep.
You said Stella 12 hours a week?
Yeah, because she's a mentor through the community support program.
Oh, I see. Okay. And you said Gabby, you said every week? Is that what you said?
And twice a week.
Twice a week. Okay. What does being a friend mean to you?
Helping people out with their hardships.
And how do you know someone's your friend?
They're interdependent.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, like they help do things for each other.
How would a friend be different than somebody who you just work with or go to school with?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Do you have a girlfriend or boyfriend?
No.
Where would you like to live when you get older?
Oh, somewhere in a big city.
Why is that?
So that I can have better public transportation.
What kind of place would you like to live in? Like an apartment or a house or a condo?
Apartment.
And who do you think you'd live with?
On my own.
Do you ever think about having a long-term relationship or getting married?
No.
Why do you think some people get married or live with a girlfriend or boyfriend when they are adults?
Because they love each other.
What do you think would be nice about it?
Oh, they could spend time together every day.
What do you think would be difficult about being married or living with a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
Get into fights more often.
What do you think would be difficult about living with a roommate?
Oh, having difficulty knowing the boundaries between what the roommate wants. Like, for example, really leaving light on when the roommate's trying to sleep, or having the room disorganized.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever feel lonely, Galen?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think other people your age ever feel lonely?
I'm not sure.
Are there things that you do to sort of help yourself feel better?
Oh, think about other people I talk to when one person I can't get a hold of for a while.
Mm-hmm. And what about things that other people might do to help themselves feel better if they're feeling lonely?
I don't know.
Do you have plans or dreams for the future of things that you'd like to do or have or see happen to you?
Not really. I just like what I'm doing right now.
That's nice to hear. What do you like about what you're doing right now?
My job and where I live, the area.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We've got one last short activity to complete together. So this bag has some toys in it, some objects in it. So I'm going to pick 5 of these objects, and I'm going to make up a story. And then I'm going to have you pick 5, and you can make up a story, okay? Okay. Let's see what my story is going to be. Alright, so Mr. Sponge woke up one morning and it was just a beautiful day outside. So he put on his sunglasses and he gathered up his things and he walked down the street to get to the park. When he was there, he took his sunglasses off and he played soccer for a little while and he read his book for a little while, and then he decided he wanted to go home and have some lunch. So he packed up his things, put on his glasses, and he went back home. Okay? So that is my story. So why don't you go ahead and pick 5 objects, and you can make up a story.
Not those, right?
Yeah, I'll keep these ones over here.
Okay.
You pick 5 new ones.
Not even one of those, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Square drove the car to church. But then he saw it was raining out, so he put his umbrella on and went to the door into the church, and then lit the candle and then worshipped. And then once the service was over, Mr. Square extinguished the candle and drove back home, and then didn't need the umbrella because it was a nice day.
At the end?
Yep.
That was terrific. Thank you, Galen. Well, let's clean these up and we'll be all set. All right, we're all done. Thank you, Galen.